Hello and welcome to my channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. This is for the Divine Masculine, although I'm pretty sure Divine Feminines will be checking right on in, and I don't blame you, and I totally understand. So, Divine Masculine, I'm going to jump right into it because I pre-shuffled your cards just because it saves a little bit of time for me, you know what I mean? For all the other things that I need to do. But I really felt compelled to do a reading about the current energy right now. And yeah, it's pretty much what I thought it would be, which is really interesting as well. So anyway, the first card out, Divine Masculine, was the Magician and the Mirror. So let me tell you what I'm getting with this. I feel like a lot of you are either not just going through your spiritual awakening. I feel like you've done that already, but I do feel like you're elevating in your spiritual knowledge, okay? I do sense that a lot of you are doing mirror magic. I do sense that a lot of you are understanding like the vortex and that you're able to manifest all the things that you desire in your life. I do feel like that as well. I do feel like you have come to the wisdom of this connection with your Divine Feminine. I do feel like you know that infinitely you are guided by Spirit. I do feel that. But mostly what intrigued me so much here was the mirror. So I feel like a lot of you could either be dealing with mirrors as portals to view certain things, and I think maybe you're even able to like view your Divine Feminine through the mirror. Like that's how you know when maybe she's at home or something like it's something like that. It's something to do with the mirror and like being able to view your Divine Feminine. Maybe when she's in her most like, you know, maybe when she's getting out the shower or something like that. So Divine Feminine, if you're viewing this right now and you feel like, okay, when I get out of the shower, I feel like someone's watching me, I do feel like it might be your Divine Masculine. I'm just saying. But for the most part, I do feel like you guys are starting to just become more aware of the connection, and you are walking in your more divine power now. You know, you're kind of more focused in on your divinity, if you will. I also am getting you got the Goddess of the Moon. This is Goddess, yeah, Goddess of the Moon. Divine Masculine, I do feel like you're manifesting with the moon cycles. I do feel like that, but for whatever reason, I do feel like this is your Divine Feminine, and then this is you. Okay, so this is 52 and 53. I do feel like the Divine Feminine was illuminated before you. Like she was illuminated to the power of the universe before you became illuminated to the power of the universe and understanding how to utilize your magician powers in the universe, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And so, and I also feel like you realize the divinity of both of you coming together to manifest together. So a lot of you could be coming into contact with your Divine Feminine at the moment, or you can just be really understanding that together you guys can manifest like crazy. Like coming together right now would kind of make you the dynamic duo, the power couple. That's what I'm seeing here. It's power couple, the dynamic duo. You know, she's bringing healing aspects to everything. She's bringing illumination to things. She's working with the moon cycles right along with you, and you're just, you know, conjuring up things, and together that energy together is like unstoppable. Okay, so again, I do feel like the Divine Masculine, since this is his reading, is becoming aware. See that infinity symbol? So yeah, he's becoming aware of his infinite knowledge right, of his divinity and her divinity as well. So understanding that together, it can be great. Now, why say some of you are, going in to retrieve your divine feminine is because you do have caring connections. Now, this is a transformation for you. So you could be just understanding the tenderness that she requires, maybe flowers she requires, like she requires a little bit more of that tender touch, the tenderness of a connection, the caring connections, okay? You also got the door to romance, and this is 33, 3 and 3 equals 6. And to me, that's like your twin flame, not twin flame, sorry, soulmate, balance that equals balance. So your divine feminine could balance you when it comes to love, or just makes you feel it's very strong as far as a soulmate connection, but it's a twin flame connection. Or a soulmate connection or a life partner connection, because this is the divine masculine, and the divine masculine can be anyone who's walking in their power, their higher self. So, you could just be understanding that you want the soulmate connection, you want the same equal love if you're going to be putting love into anything. So I think you're going through a transformation here with this caring connection, like you're understanding maybe what it takes to walk through the door of romance, okay? And a lot of you right now are thinking about an engagement too. Then you've been thinking a lot about it. You've been thinking a lot about putting a ring on her finger. You could have even went and viewed rings. I see people going into stores to view rings. I see Zales, okay. That's funny. Yeah. So what I'm seeing is like flirting with the counter clerk over we're like, what ring would you like? Or like, it's cheesy. You guys are cheesy sometimes, and I feel it. But anyway, at least you're looking for rings. I'm excited for you and your divine feminine, whoever this is, right? So you're thinking about elevating it to the next level, because it does say your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So I think a lot of you are deciding that, you really want to go through the transformation of putting in the effort to let your divine feminine know that you care for her, that you want to be in this. You're walking through the door of equal love, and you know that with her, that's what you'll get. And then, of course, because of that, you're thinking, I would put a ring on it. So Spirit's also telling you to flirt. It says extend your lighthearted energy to others, okay? And so I feel like that's what you're doing right now. And including her. So it could have been that you have extended your lighthearted energy to your divine feminine, okay? You do have let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally, but this was in reverse, okay? So this is telling me that a lot of you are tired maybe of trying to control a situation, and you're going to put down the burdens of trying to control everything when it comes to this connection. And I think it's not just like control. I think it's like, you don't care about how the outcome is now. You just want to put forth the effort and just not worry about how it's going to end, if it's going to end, or how it's going to be, if it's going to be. I think you're putting down the fears and walking more in a lightheartedness, and maybe even just having more belief in your power to manifest this properly, right? Because at the end of the day, you know that she's your equal, okay? Now you did get the unrequited love card, okay? Now it's like, why did they get this card? And I did pull some extra cards. So it says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Now for some of you, that is the case. Maybe you decided that the connection, even though you want all of these things that I've mentioned before, you just can't see yourself going there, because at the end of the day, you're just not that attracted maybe even to your soulmate, your divine feminine, your twin flame, because maybe she really isn't your normal person that you would, consider yourself to be with. And that's another thing I wanted to talk to more so the divine feminine. Do not put up with, I understand the divine masculine can have all these deep emotions for you and really not understand why you're so connected like this, and then unrequited love pops up because he realizes And that's why you feel all the time like you're second best, like he would rather choose something else than choose me. That's this unrequited love that's here, okay? That's why this shows up. And for all you divine masculines who actually understand what I'm saying right now, which is, yeah, you do have all these feelings for her, but you know you'll be safe in love with her. And so that's why you're choosing her instead of choosing the other girl who you thought was a bad on your arm. You know, the eye candy wasn't looking so well, and she drained your pockets. You know, she cheated on you. She pulled a U on you, and all these other things. That's your first choice. And then your divine feminine is your second choice. But she's only your second. But technically, she's your first choice because you know you can manifest with her, but you're so 3D prone, like, okay, I want some arm candy, you know. And a lot of times that's the case, and that's why this unrequited love pops up. So for you divine feminines who are cross-watching this energetic reading, I encourage you to not ever put yourself in second best position. You need to look at the situation and decide, I am a divine feminine. I'm able to actually manifest all these things myself. I actually don't need him. I actually don't need to be put second best until he really decides that he loves me in my totality, you know, to choose me first, and then allow him to show you if that's how he really feels. Because some of you really do feel like, you know, you love her, you know, you love her more. Some of you divine masculine do feel like that. And I'm going to tell you why, because I had to say that part first because the unrequited love popped up, but then I did clarifying cards. So it will talk about this other part, which is the divine masculine knows that this is a loving and endearing connection, right? He knows this about you, and this is why he loves you, and this is why he wants you as a choice, okay? Because you are a queen. You actually are his equal. And again, he's being illuminated to all of this, and this is why he wants to walk through the door of romance. This is why he wants to take it to the next level now to see if this can be. Does he have fear that it's going to be unrequited love? Of course, because of his past relationships, right? But I think you got the full card here, but it was in reverse. So it's like you don't want to take a chance on this if it's going to be toxic, is what I'm picking up, divine masculine, because you really want to come to her, to your divine feminine, with this Knight of Pentacles, and this is the slowest moving knight in the deck. So it's like you know, you want the offer to be legit this time. You want it to be stable. And I think for the most part, you guys are looking more for stability when it comes to this connection, or just for it to be stable, even just for your own emotional state, you know. I did ask Spirit how the divine masculine feels about the divine feminine. And these two cards flew out, but the death card flew out. And the way it flew out, like, startled me a little bit. So what I got from this card, the death card, and the Five of Cups. So in this deck, this is the Magical Tarot deck. And in this deck, this card represents guilt, right? So in this card, you'll see the couple in the back that's laying down. I think the divine feminine, I think you're like a little pissy about the divine feminine hooking up with someone else, okay? And you want her to bring an end to that situation, and you don't feel bad about that at all. You do think that you guys can heal your love and bring this union together like it could be, like it can be. This hope that you have about making it stable and, you know, working together in your spiritual maybe practice or your spiritual knowledge to make things happen. I think that's what you want. You know, you do view her like the Queen of Wands. Yes, the Queen of Wands. And so you find her attractive. She lights your fire. You know, she's passionate. You're passionate, and you just want to strip her down. You know, but what you do need to understand is why you're thinking about rings. It's right here. You know that you're infinitely connected because there's a connector. There's a connector thing here. So it's like you know that if you don't get married in this 3D world, you know that spiritually you guys are married. Like you know this is the one. Even if she's not going to be here in the 3D, like spiritually, you know that she's the one. But you do know you want to bring a healing to this. You don't want her with no one else. You want her to end it with anyone else, period, end.org. And you don't feel bad about that. Ultimately, you just want to offer her real stability. Maybe you're still working on being able to produce this for her, this legitimate offer of stability, finally, you know, because you know that she's a loving, emotional, caring person, and you know that she's worthy of that, right? Because a Queen of Cups knows her worth, and you viewing her as a Queen of Cups, you know that you know her worth as well. So again, I think you're going through a transformation of just understanding a caring connection in general and wanting it, actually wanting it, and wanting to walk through the door of balance, the door of romance and balance and love, you know, and that's what's going to bring about this purchase of the ring and, you know, a higher level of commitment. And I just really do love that, you know, you're a power couple here, and you're actually understanding that you two can be a power couple if you choose to be here in the 3D. But if not spiritually, you guys are and will always be married. Okay. Any additional and some of you will be delivering this message to your divine feminine. So some of you will be reaching out to her if you have not already. This is the Ace of Swords. Something divine with messages, or just the truth will be delivered to you by your divine masculine, divine feminines, and divine masculines. You might also be receiving information on your divine feminine. Maybe she's feeling this way, or maybe you're feeling this way. I feel like more so you're feeling this way, and you're going to be delivering the truth to her. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed your reading, divine masculine. If you made it this far, please hit the like button. And then if it resonated with you, I would love for you to leave a comment below. And I will see you guys next time for your energetic reading. Take care.